What is going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 378 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. And this episode is streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and X. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, yo, ho.
Hey, pirate. How you doing?
What's happening? How are you?
Well, you know, we just had the Pinch Perfect event and I'm feeling pretty piratey, you know?
Yarg.
Feeling like sailing the seven seas. I feel like dropping anchor and catching more Delmise. That's what I want to do. But the event ended and I can't catch them right now, so it's sad.
Gotta get your trade on. You gotta get your trade on. But
I do.
We're gonna recap the last week of gameplay, including the Pinch Perfect event that we had. Kyurem Fusion Raid Day, which definitely got some people in the community talking, not necessarily for good reason. So we'll dig into that. High Zaptitude will kind of take us into Grookey Community Day this weekend. We've got Incarnate Form Thunderous here as well. Mega Sceptile back in Raid. So some shifting going on this week, which is pretty cool. Looking ahead, we have Precious Pals, also the Taken Over event, which we don't know the details of yet, but we do know is coming. The weekly challenges had a really nice quality of life update with matchmaking. We'll talk about that. It's very similar to the way the Pikmin challenges work. But I think in general, the challenges themselves are still kind of lacking for many trainers. So we'll dig into it. And then after the break, we'll wrap things up with a conversation kind of about our current top five gameplay loops in the game and kind of what we're getting after when we're out there playing and what's keeping us motivated and re-engaged and connected to the game. But let's start with the week. Well, you know what? Shout to everyone who's here in the chat. We got a lot of people here in the chat already. Thank you so much. Fisher J.
Shout them out.
Immediately subbing at tier 1 for 32 months straight on a 32-month streak.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Fisher JZE, because he's also a new patron. We'll talk about that later. So thank you so very much.
Real.
It really is. Likable Monster, Kate the Cons, Roax is here. Cfran, Joe, Leo is here. Yo, Leo, thank you for the High Zaptitude ticket. Kate the Cons, gang. Yo, we got so many peeps here. I love it. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. All right, so let's talk about the week. You had no shiny luck with Delmise, right? Dude, Delmise is one of the coolest shinies. It
is one of the coolest. I had no luck with Delmise. I did catch a shiny Tentacool, a shiny Corphish, and a shiny Clauncher. All
right, well you got that. Well, so you got some event Pokemon at least shiny, nothing new, but you know.
I actually think the Corphish was new. The Corphish was new.
No, new to you. I mean, like not a new release, like not a new.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
And I did catch a bunch of Cloth too. Cloth was cool.
Yeah, you know, I got a bunch from the paid research, the 3 timed researches, which I actually liked how they did the timed researches where they weren't just like, you know, 3 every 2 days. It actually felt a little different, even though the tasks were basically the same. But it was like, oh, this one's Corphish, this one's Clauncher, this one, you know, whatever. And then you get the final prize of the Cloth, which was cool. But the Delmise was my big chase, and I was really going after it. I was trying to stack the win a raid tasks and do as many as I can. And
I'd have 3 and I'd get 2 Cloths. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I had
that I was like upset about getting a new Pokemon that, you know, I need candies for, but still it's like I just wanted that shiny chance.
Dude, I did so many of the Delmise with field research, everything. And then finally, during Kyurem Raid Day, I got the shiny Delmise. It is so good, dude. I love it so much.
I'm very jealous.
It's, you know, obviously all we're talking about here is different colors, right? Like, you know, it's like, oh, it's not red, it's blue.
It's as red as the Red Sea,
but
you know?
This colorway with the way that the anchor looks and the wheel, like, man, this is good stuff right here. Very, very.
It makes me want to say "Shiver me timbers."
Oh, me timbers be shivered for sure.
Yeah, har har har.
Yeah, no, it is a really good shiny. I really like that one. But Kyurem Fusion Raid Day. Now, I remember last week on this very podcast saying to Adam, "Hey, I'll buy some passes and help you with raids." So at exactly 2 p.m. and 1 second, I receive a Kyurem invite from Adam. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even buy the passes yet. So I run into the store. I'm doing all this stuff. I go to get passes. I text you immediately. I'm like, resend it. I'm buying passes. Never heard from Adam again during the event.
I sent you. I know. I sent you the same raid again, and you didn't join.
Well, bro, my boots were on the ground. I was probably in the lobby myself, but you should have responded and been like, "Yo, I'm gonna send it in 5 minutes." I would have stayed out. But so, were you able to complete any? I know you were working, but how did it go for you? Did you do any?
I completed 2, and they were both white Kyurems, and then I caught a Reshiram.
Okay, all right.
Like I had because like that's what was spawning on my gym at work during my break, and I was like, "Are you serious right now?" Actually, no, I went on break.
I think you and the internet.
Break, and that was the white Kyurem. Yeah, because it was the white Kyurem, and then the only one I got after that was the Reshiram. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Not a lot of people happy about this the raid rotations and the way that the raid shook out.
So
let me tell you,
I don't know if we needed Reshiram or them to. I get you need them to fuse, but like
they didn't give you fusion energy.
Yeah, they didn't give you fusion energy. It would be different if like we got a task that was like catch a Reshiram, get 400.
Oh, dude, energy. That would have been the best.
That would have been a reason to want to go after them. You know what I mean? I just solved the whole thing.
You did. All right, thanks. Good night, everybody.
And I'll take payment for your next event in the form of coins. Thank you.
No, I saw plenty.
You're just gonna talk to the creators. Like we'll let you know what you could do.
Plenty of
to make it a better event.
People did not want to raid Reshiram or Zekrom at all. Now,
I invited people to the Reshiram.
Like, nope.
And it was like crickets. Luckily, I got a few people, but it was like pulling teeth to get anyone to do the Reshiram with me, and I'm alone, so I needed the help.
All right, so here's what I saw online. I saw everybody losing it, going, I've got 3 gyms. This rotation, it's all Zekrom. What am I supposed to do? I can't earn fusion energy. I'm not going to be able to get enough energy to do my fusing. And then the next rotation would come around, and it's nothing but Reshiram. Where are the white Kyurems? Where are the black Kyurems? A lot of people upset about that. Then you have people acting surprised, right? Like, what's going on? Where are my white Kyurem, black Kyurem? And it's like they did detail it in the blog, right? And on paper, it didn't seem so bad. It didn't seem like, oh, this is going to be disruptive to the mission of getting.
They really sugarcoated it, to say the least there.
Yeah, on paper, not so bad. In practice, it was rough because even we had torrential downpour in Red Bank the entire day, all day. It was nonstop rain. We still had 50 plus check-ins, which was amazing, and we had a bunch of people ride it out to the end. Scipio Blues here in the chat made it all the way through, so that was really cool. But there was definitely some runs where we're walking from one side of town to the next, and like walking right by Zekroms, walking right by Reshirams. I mean, I was trying to do everything, just inviting people, but the community sentiment was like, no, I'm good. Like very early, like by, we start at 2, by 3 o'clock, people were like, no, I'm good on Reshiram, I'm good on Zekrom. We're just focusing on the biggies. But what, for me with, 10, 15 gyms in Red Bank where I could walk a couple blocks to, it wasn't that big a deal. But I was hearing from people that, they've got 3 or 4 gyms, and 3 of the 4 are the non-fused, non-energy giving, Reshiram or Zekrom, and then that totally soured the event. And as much as they wanted to raid, and as much as they were ready to raid, they were forced to do remotes, even if they were out. And I think that's a problem, because people couldn't do the amount of Black Kyurem and White Kyurem that they wanted. They definitely did not want to do the Reshiram and Zekroms that were in front of them. They're definitely not going to remote those. But in order to get the fusion energy they needed, they were forced to remote. Again, forced is a hard term here, right? But
yeah, well, because like I even had another gym that I can only see one other gym from where I am at work, and it's like I'm pretty sure it was Zekrom, because I wouldn't have remoted into it I would have if it was black or white Kyurem.
Yeah.
I think somebody sent me a black Kyurem and I did that one too. But other than that, it's, I was working, so I can't just.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I did 48 raids on the ground, and I had 3 Pokemon run for me. All 3 Zekrom. You know how bad that stung? Like, not only was it bad enough I'm doing the Zekroms, right? It's like, look, I don't have hundos. I had reason to do them. I don't mind. I'll try to raid everything, especially if it's in person. I don't mind. But then they ran. I was like, bro, this feels so horrible. All right, next thing I want to talk about, catch rate. Catch rate on these things was horrendous. Now, I'm typically one who's like, get good, bro. Suck it up, buttercup. That kind of thing. Like, just, why should they make them easier to catch? You know what I mean? This is part of the immersion. This is part of the adventure.
Oh, Ken, let's stop it right there. If we take a look back at all of our badges and stuff, and if we've got the ice badge, and we've got the dragon badge, and we've got the fire badge, and we've got the electric badge from all the stuff that we've caught throughout the years, we should have maxed increased chance of catching these things, right? If you've played this game for like at least a year, no,
bro.
If you're listening to this podcast, you've probably been playing since 2016,
dude. I mean, 15 excellent throws breaking out. I'm just like, bro, this feels horrible. There was lobbies I missed because I was still on the catch screen, and people were like, yo, Raid is cooking, and it's like, I'm still catching. I got 8 balls left. This is ridiculous. So I typically don't say, oh man, they should have increased catch rate, but I don't think it should be like Safari Ball, like, guaranteed first ball catches or anything like that. But dude, it really, really slowed down the grind stuck on catching. And if you've got, we were running 3 lobbies, so it's like those didn't all always run for the most part concurrently. It's like we're second lobby's playing catch up, third lobby's definitely playing catch up. There's maybe only 7 or 8 people in that lobby, so even defeating the boss would take longer. I think I've turned a corner. Ozark Renee subscribing with Prime. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you.
Go.
But I don't know. I think I've turned a corner. I think for raid days there should be increased rate. Put it in the benefits. Put it in the benefits in the blog. Say, increased shiny rate and increased catch rate or something like that. Doesn't need to be guaranteed first ball, but dude, if I'm throwing 15 excellent throws and it's breaking out every time and like Pokemon are running, it's like, bro, that feels so bad. It feels so hard. It's like, I only have.
Well, get good, bro. You wanted a level of difficulty in this game. You need to make sure your catches are pretty good.
I know. That crow.
I don't care if you're making excellent throws.
Tastes great. The crow I'm eating right now. But yeah, a lot of people
stop licking the boot. No.
I had a crow with a side of boot. That's how they serve it. They served it to me in a boot. But no, it was. Look, I really like your idea of if they are going to put 2 like non-featurey Pokemon along with the ones that people really want. Yes, put some reason to do them. Incentivize it with field research. That would have, dude. I assure you, if you had those tasks, and they gave close to or the same amount of fusion energy that you would from a raid 150, whatever it may be, people would be doing Zekroms and Reshirams because they want the candy or they want the energy. So, man, good stuff.
Exactly, and it would have made it feel not like a burden.
Yeah,
and it was a burden.
Yeah, it was rough. But let us know how you did for a Kyurem Fusion Raid Day. Did the spawns or the the RNG of the eggs hatching, did it kind of throw you off? Because a lot of people not so. Like, I was watching Trainer Club's video, man, and he lit it up. He was like, this has to stop. He's just like, these decisions 10 years in, it's like, bro, I mean, like, it shouldn't be surprising.
Like, again, like that's what kills me, I think, the most, is that they have this, group of people that play this game, like a lot of them for their work, for their job. We do this full, part-time, but like this is our hobby, our life. Like we've been doing this since 2016. If you wanted some insight, it's almost like there was a group of people that you could reach out to and we could help with anything.
Yeah, but
like that.
I don't buy that. Because
we're
in the group. We're in the group. We could share feedback directly with Niantic at any time. I could send messages right now and it'll go to specific inboxes. You know what I mean? Like, we have that connection. That's not it.
But
I just think in general, they don't understand the masses. I don't think that the balance and connection between how can we make an event successful for a new trainer and for an end game trainer, I think that we're starting to see this disparage, especially with the level cap increase and people pushing to 80. These are core hardcore trainers. It's like, so on a raid day, you're going to have single digit levels, level 20s in with level 78, 79, 80. And at what point is it like, okay, well, we're playing the same game, but are we really playing it the same? It's like, I don't know. I think it's becoming more challenging to satisfy both ends of the spectrum. I don't know what it could be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, the game was like, we were advertised like, it's black and white Kyurem Raid Day. Like that was the event, not it's Kyurem Reshiram Raid Day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
So like, I mean, I mean, when I look at this, the only two Pokemon I see is white Kyurem and black Kyurem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what was advertised.
And Scipio in the chat
didn't get what was advertised.
Good bit of feedback here said it might have been preferable to give Kyurem their dedicated 3-hour window with Reshiram and Zekrom the rest of the day. So it's like those spawn the whole day, and then during the 3 hours
that would work too. Look at that. It's almost as if.
But
in my just posted and asked like, hey, what would you like, trainers?
In my group of 50 people, there was probably 10 people that were still gung-ho on Reshiram and Zekrom. So it wasn't like a blowout. No one wanted to do them. It was just by 3 o'clock, we were done because the people that wanted to do them had their fill already at that point. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully Niantic is listening, or maybe you should send them a message real quick with all the feedback from the chat. I think we got some good stuff here.
Right. So for next one, Kyurem Day.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, there's a whole bunch. Okay, they're being roasted anyway.
All right. Well, anyway, moving on to High Zaptitude, which is pretty cool. I like how they formatted this event. We had something a little bit unique for this event. Kicked off today, the 13th. And is going through the 18th, so 6-day event if you count everything up. Shiny Tadbulb being released, which is fun. New shiny chase is always good. But they threw in these global challenges, and they really do a good job of gating some stuff behind these global challenges. So level 1 reward, and at the time of this recording, if I were to go and pull up our progress so far. We are 12 million into the 50 million kilometer challenge. So we still have a long way to go. They didn't make this a pushover. This is, a little bit more tough than what we've seen on some of these global challenges, which is cool. But once we hit level 1, we'll get 2 times XP for catching. Always strong, always good. XP definitely needed. But then when we hit level 2, that's when Petrol will come out. And if you've watched the Pokemon Horizons, there's a connection here with this Pokemon, and Petrol with its evolution all the way up will be available. And then level 3 rewards being double hatch XP and double Stardust for hatching as well. So they gate some of the rewards here, and I like this because typically when an event comes out and the new shiny is released or something, they'll push really hard for the first couple days, and then by the end of the event, people have moved on or they're not really too focused on it. Here, you have to put in the work early, and then the middle, the belly of the event will probably be a little bit more popular because that's when Wattrel will come out. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I do like the way they did this. And Tadbulb available in the wild, in eggs, in research. There's a paid time research for $1.99 with half hatch distance during the event period, which is pretty cool. They give you an incubator and a super incubator. But I have not seen the shiny Tadbulb yet, but it is out there. So High Zaptitude.
I did catch a Tadbulb today.
Oh, just a regular one?
But I didn't catch, just a regular one. It wasn't shiny.
I caught like 1 million of them today. None of them were shiny. Brutal. It was brutal. Oh, and this will take us right to this weekend, which is Grookey Community Day on Sunday from 2 to 5, which is pretty cool. They will have that shiny background. I'm assuming that the special background, it'll be that kind of same one we saw with Piplup, which is absolutely beautiful. Loved it. And Evolve. Terry Wolf is in the chat. Yo, Terry Wolf is here. What? Woo! Yo, the old goat. What's up, Terry? What is happening? Yo, if you're an old school fan of Lured Up, you know that we used to get some good voicemails from Terry in the early episodes. Man, that was like a segment getting drunk to Terry Wolf voicemails. That was a good time. But Rillaboom will know Frenzy Plant. So there you go. There's your move. Adam, I know you're going to be going after some Candy XL for your Rillaboom, right?
Listen, I need so many Candy XL for Rillaboom. I think I need 120 XLs just to get all of its max moves leveled up.
Let alone level it up.
It's just the D max, but I'm still trying to power it up.
All right, well that's on
and
you,
then
bro.
it's like, no, I know, but like, I caught it and I'm having fun with it. But it's like that's the thing that stinks about these max battles and Dynamax battles. Is like, oh, here's Grookey, but like, there's also a Gmax Rillaboom, and we're gonna hide it until like next year or like the end of the year, and then you can raid it, and then it could be shiny. And it's like, come on.
Oh, we are in level 2 of the bonus already. So we did be level 1.
Well, I'm gonna enjoy my time with my Dmax Rillaboom. Okay. Until that day comes where I have to reinvest. Like it's like Metagross. I have 100% Metagross. It's already powered up. But then I caught a D-Max Metagross, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's 100% powered up. All the max moves are up, but like, so now I have 2 with the exact same CV and just chilling out. But like, I could get a shiny. Like,
if they bring all the gimmicks in, how many versions are you gonna get? Like, I like having a good, like, if there's a mega Pokemon that can also D-Max / G-Max or something like that. That's the pinnacle for me. Like, if I could get a shiny, a hundo or a shundo of a even Charizard, say, like a shiny G-Max Charizard, fantastic. So then I could G-Max it, I can Mega it. Like, that's primo for me. That's good value, good quality value there. I love that stuff. But anyway,
and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, when if I get that stuff, it'll happen. Yeah. If I don't get that stuff, I still have my Rillaboom to use, so I'm okay with that. But I'm not even going after the shiny. That's not what I'm worried about. My goal is to go hard and get XLs. That's the goal.
Yeah.
I will be at a show, so that's till 4. So I'm going to clean up as fast as possible and get out there and play for the last hour, like hardcore. But there are lures or Pokestops, so I'll be able to lure that up. I'll be able to use Spatial Rend. I'll be able to use lures and incense, and I'm very excited about that.
No, that's good, man. That's good. No, I'm happy for you. But if you've never gone out to a community ambassador event or a campfire event, Community Day is the day to do it. So definitely recommend checking out Niantic Campfire, finding a local get together and getting together with them. All good stuff.
You don't even have to find a local one. You could just travel and go exploring.
Yeah, just a little FYI for Kalos tour. I will be playing with the Essex County, New Jersey group on Sunday up at the mall. We're gonna shooting for 500 plus check-in event, which should be pretty rad. Pretty rad. But yeah, Grookey, get out there and play on Sunday. It's always a good time.
Grookey gang, let's go.
Gang, that's it. And all right, well, if we look ahead a little bit, and we don't even have all this information yet, so we'll just kind of touch on it. But we have Precious Pals coming and says, make memories with your buddy Pokemon during the Precious Pals event, and has Goldeen, Esper, and Fido in the key art, which is like
that's so sweet.
I don't know. Besides Fido, I don't think Goldeen or Esper looks like a Precious Pal at all. Like Esper looks like he just saw something he shouldn't. Goldeen is just, I just hear like original Smash Brothers, like Goldeen. Like I just hear that in my head. I just hear it. But Tuesday, January 20th to the 25th, Shiny Fido. So there's your chase. So that's what you're going to be going after.
Shiny fried dough. Let's get it.
I know. Additional Candy XL
that's when you choose
with your buddy
cinnamon
Pokemon
versus powdered sugar.
But dude, additional Candy XL when walking with your buddy Pokemon. So take that Grookey, throw it in your buddy, and walk it during this event. Get you some Candy XL. Earn additional hearts with your buddy. Increased chance to encounter Shiny Goldeen, to hatch Shiny Goldeen or Shiny Fido. So Fido will be in eggs. And then they have some lower evolution requirements for Pokemon, including Sylveon only needing 20 hearts to evolve up. So if you have your D-Max Eevee and you want to make it a Sylveon, you missed it last time around during December Community Day, whatever, here's your chance to do it a little bit cheaper. Pancham to Pangoro, and Palmo also benefits here. So just check out the blog for the details on that. The wild encounters they list are Goldeen, Zorua, Wimpod, Fido, and more. So Fido in the wild. The new shiny is in the wild. It is
it's really, I'm really having a hard time because I don't know what other Pokemon will be in the wild. So I'm kind of nervous.
What do you mean? Goldeen, Zorua, Wimpod,
and
you might even get an
like
Esper.
I don't know. Could it mean that there's like a Sea King?
I would like.
Could it mean that there's a Meowstic?
There could be, man. No, we never get evolved Pokemon during events. It's always during vanilla
time. It could be
time.
Pikachu. It could be more Delibird. All right, let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be good. There will be a collection challenge and paid timed research. Take a look at this avatar pose for the video viewers. I have it pulled up on screen right now. It's someone making a nice little heart, but it does the heart hands, but then it does the derpy smile that you see when you level up, like when you get the little level up notice or the XP when you hatch an egg or something like that. The dumb smile is there, and I'm so excited about this. Like, I can't wait. This pose will be mine. I will be. If this was
Trainer, do you want to have a happy Valentine's Day?
If this was the only thing that came with the $5 timed research, I'd pay it. Give me this dumb pose. I love it so much. It's so great.
Well, I like that. The thumbs aren't pushed down enough to make it like
it's a wide heart, bro. It's a wide heart. It's a very wide. I don't even know how to do that. But
it looks like they're holding a Big Mac or something.
Yes,
a Whopper. They're holding a Whopper.
Fantastic.
Look, watch. I'm holding a Whopper.
But look at my derpy smile and blink. It's so funny.
And my head tilt. Don't forget about the head tilt.
Oh God, it's so good. I love it so much. It's so funny. But yeah, so Precious Pals, and there will be a taken over. So if we look at our Google Calendar, which is fully fleshed out for January, we see that Precious Pals taken over will kick in on the 23rd. So we'll get 3 days of regular Precious Pals, and then you get the taken over. We don't have the blog for that yet, but we know it's coming. They did say that in the January content update. So
by the time you're listening to this, it's already out. So just go to the Pokemon Go Live.
Clean up your shadow Pokemon. Search at frustration. Make sure it's not, you don't have, show the evolutions or whatever. Uncheck that.
You're frustrated and you're deleting them.
Get through those elite TMs, bro, or the regular TMs, charge TMs. But dude, Scipio says the smile absolutely ruins the pose for me. Nightmare fuel. Dude, the smile is the best part. It's like I will kill you. Wink, wink. It's the best.
And then the head tilt, you gotta. It's like subtle, but it's quick, and you're like,
so
ooh.
It's like I will kill you, but I love you
with my Whopper.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I love it so much. I don't know. It's a shiny chase, right? Really, what the event is about is about paying $5 for that pose and then getting the shiny Fido. Goldeen has never had an event, has never had a community day. It's a holdout shiny for people for sure. So this will be a good reason to to get a Kanto Pokemon, put into an event. So I'm actually all good with this. I'm actually okay with that. I like it a lot.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna need to get an Impossible Whopper and have somebody like videotape me doing this, and then edit it. Happy Whopper Day, folks.
oh my
Trainers,
God.
do you want a Whopper like me?
Do you want a Whopper with me? Oh,
Do you
man.
love Whoppers like I do?
Give me a veggie Whopper or something. All right, one more thing before we take a break. I just want to talk about a quick quality of life update that came to weekly challenges, which is pretty cool. And Zero over at Pokemon Go Hub put together a little article here kind of detailing the changes to the weekly challenge. It says Niantic has quietly rolled out 2 long-awaited quality of life updates for weekly challenges in Pokemon Go. You can now invite up to 10 friends to your challenge party and even get matched automatically with random trainers if your friends aren't available. So this is starting to roll out now. It's not, I don't know if everybody has it yet, but you can invite up to 10 people. The party is still only 4. So, first 4 to commit, they're in. And this is very similar to what Pikmin does, where you can just use matchmaking, get paired with random people from around the world. Sometimes they're active, sometimes they're not. So, I still recommend trying to do this with friends. We've had the same group, 5 times since they've relaunched this or something. Jamal from Waste Spotters,
really
JC Picks. Yeah. Yeah.
It really separates the people who are playing from the people who aren't playing.
Well, listen, we get paired with JC Picks, who's in Hawaii, right? He's 6 hours behind us. So it's like, we're going to bed and he's going out playing. And it's like,
he's completed all the tasks.
I wake up the next morning, it's done. I'm like, bro, how's your back feel carrying us while we slept? It was just like amazing. Actually, this time around, it was spin or complete 25 research, and then Jamal did it. I texted him, I go, are you out playing right now? It's late. He's like, yeah, man, I came out and played. I was like, dude, that's hardcore. But you can invite 10 people up from your friends list. I like this. It's obviously positive. The random matchmaking is great, but you could also feel the wrath of the matchmaking where people join your group and they don't put up any numbers. So it is what it is. It would be like having Adam in your party. But that's a really good quality of life. But I do want to talk about the challenges themselves, man. They're just not enough. There needs to be some kind of tier system for the difficulty. Like if 25 field research is what we're given right now as our weekly challenge, why not have like a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, 25, 50, 100, 250 or something like cuckoo. I think that would keep trainers engaged. We're finishing our weekly challenge in hours, you know what I mean? And we're not even awake. So I don't know. I just think that there needs to be something there to keep these end game trainers engaged, because we love the feature. We're all doing it for the 7 days of friendship, but there's the challenge is non-existent. So I would like to see, we're doing, 1,000 excellent throws for leveling up and stuff like that. Do 1,000 excellent throws. We have 4 people. Like that's a significant challenge. That could be really good. 250 excellent throws in a week. Some people might knock that out in a day, but in the grand scheme of things, make it a scaled thing. 100 excellent throws, 250, 500, 750, 1,000, whatever. I just think that there needs to be something done here, because once we kind of get to that point of diminishing returns where everyone's hit their forever friends and they may want to stop it's just going to lose its luster because the challenge just isn't there. I don't know. I just think we need something more to do. All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, we can talk about our current top 5 favorite things to do in the game, our favorite gameplay loops. I know Adam and I play very differently, so I'm interested to hear what he's kind of been into lately. And we definitely want to hear what you're into with Pokemon only. Not on your free time, not only on your Pokemon time. I want to know what you're into. But what's tickling your fancy? What do you feel in your jellies right now with the game? We'll talk about that when we come back right after this. Hey, chat. What's up, everybody? Evil Dr. Porkchop. I agree. We need slightly harder challenges. I think we should have slightly harder and much harder. I think there should be, scale the rewards, scale the challenge. But let's let people still feel accomplished, still have like a noobish challenge. 25 field research. Adam, I'm ready to get into this. I don't need to wait.
Really?
Did you drink? Did you hydrate?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I'm all shook up. Ooh.
All right. And we are back from our break. Adam, I didn't even get and we're back. But thank you so much.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to say like, okay, we're back.
Anyway, everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community, and you could join our community of supporters over on patreon.com/Pokemon Professor for as little as $1 a month. Head on over to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor to support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon podcasting and the community here at the Pokemon Professor Network. And let's take a moment to recognize some of our patrons. Huge thanks to our gym leaders, Maddie G, Espy and Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert and Brandy. And shout out to our newest patron, Fisher JZE, who's here in the chat, who joined at the gym leader tier for the entire year. Dude, thank you so much for the continued support. Our number one supporter on Twitch, now one of our top supporters on Patreon. Thank you so very much. And special thanks to our executive producer, Xander, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread, Tish Smith, and Kate the Cons. Everyone who's in our patron family means so much to us. We appreciate it. And, the Zoom call is a highlight of my week. We do our Zoom call every Monday night with the patrons. We're going on 7-8 years now. It's amazing that this has been running every single week. It's the difference with, the difference between some other creators and podcasters. We like to be in the trenches with the peeps. You know what I'm saying? It's really nice. It's really nice. So thank you, everybody. We love it. All right. Now we can get back into the show. And Adam, I'm very interested to hear your takes here. I want to talk about our top 5 gameplay loops right now. If you're looking at the video version, I have Misha on the screen, the singer of I Play Pokemon Go Every Day, because that's looping in my head every time I talk about Pokemon Go. If you don't know I Play Pokemon Go Every Day, you need to get on YouTube immediately and search that song, because it'll be looping in your head, I promise. But what are the things that are in your, we know you love max battles. I'm sure that's going to be on your list. But I want to talk about not just like, what's fun for you, like what's keeping you engaged. What, if you had all the time in the world, how would you spend it in this game? What would you be doing? Because there's so many diverse things that you could possibly do in this game. It's changing all the time. The game is evolving. The mechanics are evolving. Let's talk about it. Let's see what your top 5 is. Why don't you run down your list? Because I don't even know what your list is yet. So go ahead.
All right. First up, Spatial Rend, the whole loop with using Spatial Rend, getting your wider distance so you can see more, and then you've got lures and incense combined with that to get the full effect of just having as many Pokemon as possible.
And this probably benefits you too, because you're playing a lot passively, right? Go plussing, at work, out with the family, this and that. Spatial Rend makes a huge difference, especially on something like a spotlight hour or a community hour where spawns are boosted. When you throw a Spatial Rend on it, it looks like that early picture of Drowsy when they're all over the map.
Overwhelming with Delibird spotlight hour, and I didn't have my Go Plus either.
I think I said I didn't.
Yeah. And I get to a point where it was like coming down to the wire, and I was like, I don't have a shiny. I'm just checking to see if it's XXL or extra small or shiny at this point. I'm just bam, 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 bam.
Now, Spatial Rend is good for that. I am without a doubt a Spatial Render. I keep my Spatial Rend going as long as I can. Whenever I'm playing these events, I'll do that. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Real quick pro tip on Spatial Rend. I commented on someone's TikTok video this past week, and he's like, "Oh man, I got all this rare candy. Like, I don't know what to do with it. What do I do with all this rare candy?" I dump all my rare candy into
I know
Palkia.
what to do with it.
Yeah, give it to Palkia
Yep.
so you could use Spatial Rend. That's what you do with it. I would give it to whatever Pokemon you like to use the adventure effect for. Because if I'm running, 2 hours worth of Spatial Rend, that's 60 candy right there. So, 60 candy.
Yeah,
that could
I
be
forgot
a couple.
I had one
be a
rare
bunch
candy.
of raids. So that's just a little pro tip. But all right, so the Spatial Rend loop, very valuable for you. That makes total sense. I'm with you. All right, what else?
And then next up, research tasks and prioritizing and deprioritizing them. As far as like, this past event was like, oh, catch 15 Pokemon, get 1,500 extra Stardust.
You're like,
so
get out of here.
I'm gonna catch, I know it's like I'm gonna catch Pokemon anyways, so it's like I might as well have it. But like then I get the winter raid, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like 9 out of the 15, and I'm like, is it worth it holding on to it? And I'm like, nah. And then the next one I get would be like catch 10 Pokemon, and then I'd get another task and be like catch 10 Pokemon, and now I'm at like 8 and 7, and I'm like, oh man, do I keep going? Like, it was like such a conflict of interest because I'm like, I don't know the next time I'm going to be able to raid without like being invited or trying to find one, because like,
Yeah,
I'm just going through Pokestops, like on my way to work or whatever. So it's like, I'm like, okay, I'd rather just get the Pokemon and just like keep my tasks rotating. And so it's just like an always evolving cycle in my head of just something to just keep an eye on. And it's like I'm always like deleting, keeping certain ones and going back and forth. And I think that's a lot of fun. Like it is part of the game, and I enjoy it a whole heck of a ton because I already have 200% Mawiles, and I just got a third on Monday night Zoom call. So
yeah, I think you've been into the research for a long time. That's been one of your main loops for sure for a while. And then you can't get mad at better stat Pokemon. You can't get mad at the fact that you're having a higher chance to get a hundo. And
this will lead into my number one, but
okay, so you got Spatial Rend, you got field research. What else you got for what's number 3?
And then buddy Pokemon.
You're still on the buddy grind?
No, listen. So you're very much like, oh, I just have everybody on a cycle and loop, and I just cycle them all, and I cycle them all, and I cycle all the megas, and I do this, and and I'm like, I just enjoy the Pokemon that I'm with. Like right now, I have my Hundo fully powered up Spheal with the holiday scarf,
right?
And I literally just made it my buddy just because I renamed it to Osphelia.
The fate of Osphelia.
Not from that, but it's the Osphelia.
Okay.
Heaven help him. Yeah. So it's like that's what I did it for, not T Swizzle.
The mother.
But if you're gonna listen to that song, Fate of Ophelia, covered by Our Last Night, the only way to listen to it, just saying.
What? Don't you dare take away from the mother. No. So the buddy grind.
I like a little
in
my music.
One thing I like about the buddies is people that match their avatar outfits with their buddy. Love that. Absolutely love that.
And I tend to do that with Delibird, but also I like to change it up. And it's like I'm still seeing animations. Like you would not know that Spheal literally just like rolls around the whole map. Like it's just like a ping pong ball just rolling around. Now that's hilarious. And you wouldn't know that unless you put it as your buddy.
You want to see something weird? Put Venusaur as your buddy. Remember when everyone was freaking out because Venusaur kind of like moved around
it was like
a
hopping
frog
and running?
You're like, what's happening, Venusaur? Walk like an animal.
Have you seen the Galarian? I think it's Galarian Kafagricus.
I don't know what it looks like. It's animation.
So it's the big weird stringy thing. It's
Yeah.
got a bunch of stone pieces like this. For the video viewers, I'm like Spider-Man in my hands, like. But basically, it comes onto the screen in a shape of a coffin, which Coffin Greekus does the same thing, but it literally comes apart as like a giant puzzle. And
cool.
each piece is a part of it, and it is so cool. I have never seen it do that before. I don't know any of the lore for it, but man, that is one of the coolest animations I've ever seen. And it's
That's a good point.
It's one of those things where there's still surprises to be had in the game just by changing your buddy and looking at something like a different way to interact with each of these Pokemon.
That's awesome. I love that. I never really thought of that. Because I remember,
I know it's like silly, but
no, that's content. That's people put work into those animations. They should be seen and discussed and talked about. It's
yes.
Like there. If you're, I have my phone on my car mount, right? So I'm, when it's on when I'm driving, and like I'll have poor Blissey is like, on the highway. I'm doing like a buck on the highway, and poor Blissey just like, I'm coming for an hour straight on the highway. Blissey just like chugging along. Like it's the best.
And then the SpongeBob meme, 2 hours later, eventually it shows up.
Amazing. Love it. Yeah, no, that's a good point. It's a great way to look at it. And it kind of, I'm rotating through 20 different Blissey right now and Chansey's. So it's like, that's all I got.
I can't.
Hold on.
And like, I'm okay with the slow roll. Like I have my 100% Lucario. Like I'm slow rolling that, but like I mega evolve that. It's relevant. It's good. I don't know how they're going to do the new mega. If I'm going to be able to just evolve this one in the similar fashion, just need the mega energy, but I already have the mega energy. So do I need like mega Y energy, or like I don't know how that all will play out, but I have a hundo, so I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, for the video viewers, I guess for everybody, I'll pull up my Blisseys right now real quick. I have between Chansey, Happiny, and Blissey, I have 58 best buddies. I love these best buddies, dude. They're the best. Look at this. It's the best. I love it. And, pause for effect. You can see all the hilarious names that I named these things, but it's like, oh yeah, I got one Happiny best buddy in there. Rump Roast. That's the best. But no, I have, if I were to just backpedal this, I don't even know how many total best buddies I have. 127 total best buddies. So I got a lot in there. I like the best buddy game, but it's like I could probably have more best buddies. It's just that I have a lot of best buddies in progress. So their hearts are kind of spread out a little bit all over the place. But that's pretty cool. All right. So best buddies, what's next?
All right. Next on the list, I'm sure if you didn't know that this was coming, well, here it is. Max battles.
Yeah.
It has been the one thing that, like, when it launched, it was amazing. It was the best thing to happen to this game since 2016. Wow. I'm just going to say it out loud.
Nice.
And now it's like, it's whatever. But it's still entertaining. Again, it's just another pathway to a hundo, and it's like you can use it in a different way. Like, oh, I got Beldum, it was a hundo, so now it's a Dynamax, and I can use it in that raid. So it's more versatile. So I will always opt to play and go for the D-Max or the G-Max, and they give you free particles every day, and you can play probably like 4 or 5 when normal raids or a raid pass, you might only be able to do 1 to 2. So I think it's worth it. What?
Fisher J in the chat says, I wish my father loved me as much as Adam loves Max Battles.
No, I mean my love for them has dwindled drastically. I don't normally like stop now. It's like I used to stop. I would be late. I would purposely like take
What
a
about
long time to
Drampa?
get home.
You didn't go after Drampa?
Drampa would just. It was a coincidence that when I stopped to get gas, it was right across the street. When I stopped at my brother's house, there was one right there. Like again, I did so many because they were just wherever I was, there was a Drampa.
Yeah.
And if I see one, I'm not going out of my way, but I'll make it a point to do it. Like if I'm on break and it's across the street, like I'm going to walk over there. I'll get it. It's worth it.
No, max battles, I think,
but it does take a while to battle and defeat it.
Yeah,
which is frustrating. So it's like I like it when somebody else joins me. But again, I got the shiny, so I'm like, I think I'm okay
because like you said, you're getting free particles during the day just by interacting with them, and it kind of makes things like, okay, I'll do a Machop max battle or a Caterpie. Like I'm probably not gonna do a tier 1 Caterpie raid, but I will do a tier 1 Caterpie max battle.
I'm more apt to stop and do that because a Butterfree that I could get out of a raid is less enticing than a Caterpie I could get out of a D-Max, because that Caterpie, it can be shiny. I know that both can be shiny, so I guess that's irrelevant. It's a mute point. But that Caterpie, I can take that Butterfree into max battles now. Like it's more valuable.
I remember when you're wearing your V-Friend shirt right now. When we went to go to the Vayner, didn't you catch your shiny Caterpie D-Max when we were there in New York?
Yeah,
that's right. I remember. Yep. I remember.
Yeah, let me see. I think I named.
Did you name it Gary V? Catter V. That's what you should have named it, Catter V. But no, that all right. So that makes sense. So you had Spatial Rend. You had the Best Buddies. You had. What else did you have on your list? Oh, he's locked in. He's thinking deep.
Sorry, I was locked in chat. I had the Spatial Rend loop with all the add-ons, the research tasks, the buddy Pokemon, and it can still surprise you. Max battles.
All right, now you're number one.
They weren't great.
What is it? What is the number one reason?
Number one is the hunt for the hundos. So 100% hunting, leveling up, and powering up Pokemon, even if it puts me at 0 Stardust. And sometimes it was fun. Like when we had chats and you're like, well, what's your Stardust at? And I'm like,
13.
Did you say 13?
13,000? 13 million? No, 13. 13. Double digit.
No, but did you say 13 when I said 13?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Chat, that was not planned.
That's so funny. So you've always been into the hundos and powering them up, even if they were like random Pokemon. You'll be like, oh man,
let's go back in the podcast. I was bringing like 100% Ariados to something just because it was weak to bug.
You're like, but you love your hundos, man. And that's why you're steady at 0 Stardust, because you power up all your hundos, even if they're random. But all right, so that's a good top 5, man. That's a good one. I appreciate everything.
Yeah, because my latest hundo, yes, I said I got them a while, but I did the Kafagrikus, and I need XL candies for that. I need 15 more to level it up.
Fisher J says hundos are the dopamine. Yes, that is the chase. That is the chase.
They really are.
Nothing better than
that's
than
why I like freaked out when there was a hundo Spida, or was it a Spidops? Is that what it was? Yeah, because of Raccoon. Yeah, so there was a Spidops, and I was like, "There's a hundo! Oh, I need to go get it!" Like somebody just called it out. It's right there, and I'm like, "Ken, stay right here." Just fucking
All right. So here's my top 5. Here's
where
mine.
It is.
So, all right. I'm
what do you
starting with Lucky Trades, number 5. Lucky Trades.
That's awful. That's worse. That's terrible.
So I've ignored trading for so long. Like, of course, I've always traded, but like I've never put a real big focus on it, and I've never really chased hundos via luckies. And now with the increased lucky odds, with all my best friends.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you've never sat there with Josh and just gone back and forth with like, all right, let's just keep doing all these Pokemon that we got for community
I
day till we
try,
get a
dude.
hundo.
I try. He's the worst, man. It's like it's.
All right, what about Sarah?
I could do that with any of the Red Bank peeps. You know, we go to Surf Taco and bang out 100 trades. We were doing that when there was trade day.
While banging out tacos that are stuffed with tofu.
Yes. I'm trying to put more focus. I don't even have my pilot medal. Like, I'm slacking. Like, I am horrible with the trades. So I definitely love. Look, I'll admit I was horrible at opening gifts for people that were already best friends. But now that Forever Friends is a thing, I'm hitting lucky with all these people all the time.
Yeah, it was like pulling teeth for you to open my gifts.
Well, now I'm actually have a reason to open gifts, open and send gifts.
And you're
to
yelling
best
at me now. You're like, you need to open my gift right now.
Yeah, I realize it at like 11:58 every night. I'm like texting Adam, like, bro, please tell me you're still up. Open my gift, bro. Come on, man, just open it, dude. But yeah, lucky trades, definitely something I'm very interested in right now. And you know, I will say, I understand the hype.
The caveat to that too is like, the only reason I like the lucky trinket is because like you can double up when you go and hang out with people, and like that's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fun to do because you already get the lucky trade once, and then you're like, lucky trinket, let's go. I just dislike the time. Like it's timed item.
You're gonna use it anyway.
I know,
use it.
I know, but I don't like it for that reason.
Dude, Forever Friends are gonna make the lucky trinket even more valuable. Be able to flip someone lucky and then do a remote trade with them. Ooh-wee. That's gonna be nice.
Ooh-wee.
But no, I've had some really good trades lately. I've had, you know, I received the shiny Therian Landorus, which is I needed for so long for my decks. And, you know, I gave someone armored Mewtwo last month. Stuff like that is tickling my jellies a little bit more than it has previously. So number 5, lucky trades. Number 4, gyms. I'm still in it. Still love me some gyms. Yes, it's the most overdue mechanic for an overhaul. We know this. There needs to be something done to gyms, but even in their current state, I love gyms. I love taking down gyms. I love, you know, at my job, there's a gym. I steady keep that thing Valor. I feel offended if someone steps in on that gym and starts battling it. I'll let them take it. Then I'll put in like a Caterpie or something like that and be like, what now, man? 10 CP. You know, I love it. I love the gym game. That's why I put all my Blissies together. I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to try to go out and do it this weekend. Do a 20 gym run, get 20 Blissies and gyms. I feel complete. I love the gyms. Now, they did increase the amount of gym badges you're able to hold from 1,000 to 2,000. So finally, unfortunately not retroactive, but now we have a little bit more incentive to go explore some new gyms. And I remember like the first year going to Chicago and interacting with all these new stops and gyms that were taking up space in my, you know, in my bucket of gym badges. And I'm like, I'm never going to interact with these gyms again. They're taking up space. And then those are going to be the ones that bump out my local gyms because I've reached my 1,000 cap. It was rough. So now at least they give you 2,000, but I am still on the gym game. Absolutely love it. Just think it needs a major overhaul, but till then I'll still be in it. Still be in it to win it. Number 3 is going to be friendship. I've always been on the friendship grind. It's my number 1 generator of XP for sure. I've got a stupid amount of XP. My XP is currently up to, let's see here. Oh man, it's high. 761 milli. 750,000 XP right now, which is crazy, but my catches are low. Relatively speaking, I'm less than 500,000 catches. So it's like I've got ridiculous XP, but it's all from friendship. I'm perpetrating a fraud. Don't trust me. So it's like, but no, I love getting the friendship. And now the Forever Friends has just taken that to a whole new level. It's re-engaged me with friends that I've had on my list for, since the mechanics started and I haven't interacted with, and now we're sending gifts every day again. So I love it. I'm sending gifts from the bottom of my list. I'm accepting gifts, opening gifts from the top of my list. That's my strategy. I've got too many friends now that I'm not even able to meet in the middle. So I'm going to have a little bloat of friendship in that kind of that weird middle stage, but I love it. I'm working through it. And I just think that it's incredible. I think that it's one of the coolest parts of the game. I love it. I love it. And hopefully they start to do more things like the weekly challenges to introduce us to more, more ways to interact with friends remotely. I think that's cool. Besides like raiding, like just other ways to do things. Be really cool. Number 2, I am still heavy into the living decks, man. I'm still working on all my living deck stuff. I've got spreadsheets to manage it all. I'm running my regular living decks, obviously a shiny decks, but then I also run living, shadow, and purified dexes, which is pretty cool. I'm working on XXL and XXS decks. So I love kind of doing this. This is like my downtime, kind of this cathartic maintenance thing. We talked about, the passive gameplay a couple weeks ago where you're doing box maintenance and deleting Pokemon or transferring and labeling things and all that kind of stuff. It just gives me a little bit more, I don't know, more things to do in the game. And I really love holding living decks. It's just really cool being able to pull it up and seeing everything in number order and all that stuff. It's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Living decks. Ozark Renee asking in the chat what a living dex is. Living dex is you actually have one of everything in your inventory. So you could catch a Pokemon for the first time, get your dex animation, unlock it, and transfer it right after. It's still unlocked in your Pokedex record, but you don't have it in your inventory. So when it's a living dex, it means that you actually have the Pokemon holding space in your inventory. So like if I pull, I'll pull up the phone for the video. But if I go to my Pokemon and sort, I use tags for a lot of everything. So I've got like my Kanto living deck. So if I run this by number, you can just get a really nice appearance of how everything looks in order, which is really great. And I do that for all the different generations. And I even have like living stuff here for like alternate forms or, the unidentified living decks with Melmetal and Meltan on there. Alolan forms, Galarian forms, Hisuian forms, Paldean, all the alternate stuff. Like I tag everything out, but living decks, that kind of stuff, super, super great for me. It's just, I don't know. It's like a little bit of a therapy style thing when I can just go in and manipulate Pokemon, move them around, tag them, rename them. A lot of fun for me. And the number 1 thing that has connected me to the game right now is 100% the leveling grind. Especially because I'm stuck on walking tasks. So because of the walking tasks...
No one tell Ken I still haven't done my routes.
Come on, man. You have a route at your job, dude. You're at your job 1 million hours a week and you have a route there. You need to do it. But no, the leveling grind has been great. Of course, getting to level 80 is what we want, right? Like that's an important thing. But what I'm trying to do is be a little healthier nowadays, so pushing myself to go out and walk, trying to hit step limits every day, things like that are really pushing me to get out there. And I use the game as a catalyst of motivation. So, the other night I hadn't hit 10,000 steps. And I mean, it's cold here in Jersey. It was in the low 20s. It was like 11:30 and I needed to hit some step goals and some, my Apple rings and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm getting dressed. I'm going out. And it wasn't so bad because I also tied it into gameplay. So not only am I walking for my own health and exercise, but I'm walking to level up. I'm walking for adventure sync stuff. Like it's really motivating and rewarding for me to kind of double dip my hobby with the need for me to be healthier and exercise and stuff like that. So without a doubt, number 1 thing in the game that's really, really attracting me to be motivated to play is getting out there and walking, because I need to put in some serious steps to get my health in order because I am a mess. Yo, Kyurem Raid Day, pouring rain out in Red Bank, right? I fell, bro. I took a tumble. I am not a young spry man. Yo, I stand on one of those like the metal, Bilco doors, the on the street that people go into the basement of a restaurant or something like that. And I put my foot on it and just slipped because it was pouring rain like a puddle. slam my knee on the ground. My knee's all jacked up. I'm an old ass man. So it's like, this is painful, man. You know, I felt like when a guy catches a foul ball, but he protects his baby and the beer, it was like, I was like, saw myself going down. I'm like holding my phone. I'm like, no, slam my knee. I put all my weight on my knee to protect my phone. I was like, and everyone's just like, oh snap. And I'm like, that sounded a lot worse than it was because I like slammed on the ground. But I was like, yo, I am not a spry young man anymore. I have to, Fisher JZ said life alert. Bro, I had to almost push my button. I was like, somebody help me up. Somebody get me. But
were people able to help you and like,
yeah, no, I mean, I bounced right back
Okay.
up. You know, I'm
All
like
right.
a ninja,
Right.
you know, I'm not that bad, but no,
They
it
turn
was-
around, they're like, I was trying to catch my Pokemon. I was going to help you,
They're
but
like,
I was just trying to catch it
They're
first.
like, hold on a second. I'll help you in a second. But oh man. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Lucky trades, gyms, friendship, the living dex grind, and of course, walking, which has been fantastic for me. But Adam, I think we did it, man. I think we did a show. Did we do a show? I think so.
Yeah, we talked about Delibird. We talked about all the other stuff that we had to. I think that was a show. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for checking us out. Thank you, chat, for being here. We really appreciate it. You can email us, luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. You can send us a voicemail or a text, 732-835-8639. Again, just check out pokemonprofessor.com for everywhere you can connect with us, grab merch, all that good stuff, pokemonprofessor.com. Adam, that's a show.
That's a shoe.
Keep training, trainers. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Thanks,
Put them on
chat.
and go for a walk.
See you later.